Khao Tang Kuan Chuan Lan in Songkhla. I am a student at Songkhla Rajabhat University, but I am from Phathalon. I probably won't tell much about my history, because it was already mentioned in the first post. This is the second topic to come and tell each other, because I'm a person who believes in the mystical ghosts. Something like this, and will confirm as a person who has experienced these things that these things are not superstitious at all. And I can't force anyone. Come and believe what I tell you. Just bring it to tell each other. Anyone who sees it as ignorant nonsense, just read it as a story. Because I came to live as a student in Songkhla. At first, everyone returned home Friday to Saturday. When the son came back to study on Monday to Friday, I rented a dormitory near Rat Uthat 1 Road. It's a fairly large dorm. But when I started to know more people have more friends, rarely go home, would hang out and play with friends around the neighborhood, with being single, clear, virgin, without a boyfriend. Despite his good appearance, people around me say so I don't have to worry about anyone coming to complain about hanging out with new friends. There are 3 motorcycles here, some 6 people, some 7 people, go on and on. Mainly I like to sit at Lam Samila, or go sit and watch friends fishing. Go to the Wa Khao Dang side, Singanakan district, because I have a Muslim friend who lives on that side as well. About this trip, I don't really like walking into the mall. It's like a girl who walks through nature. And traveling to these things, I couldn't escape the story of touching with ghosts. According to the people who are good in this field, I don't know if I can call it Medi or not. But it's good that I saw until I got used to it. Shin, until no longer afraid, used to try to learn about them. His Majesty said about touching ghosts, it was obtained from mental cultivation that may be practiced in this nation or have been attached since the previous life. True or false, I do not know, because he was unable to remember the nation in any way. This is the story of a ghost in Songkhla. If there is a tool to catch ghosts like Pokemon Go, then I suggest you to catch him at Khao Tang Kuan. Khao Tang Kuan is a tall and prominent mountain. It is a point that can go up to see the view of Songkhla from all directions. On the top of the mountain, there is a large pagoda. Far away, if anyone comes to Songkhla and did not go up to Tang Kuan Mountain, it's like I haven't arrived at all. Tourists are probably used to climbing Tang Kuan Mountain by elevator at the foot of the mountain. But Tang Kuan will have 3 ways to go up. One way is the elevator. That is well known. Route 2 is a small road. Bricks arranged in a row, able to drive a motorcycle up to the top of the mountain straight away. Way up this side will be on the southwestern side of the hill, and the other way is the stairs in the west. If driving around the road around him, if you observe carefully, you will be able to see the way up to this place by yourself. At that time, I and 2 other girlfriends, invited by 2 male friends, whether to go for a ride in the car to cool off the heat at night. We keep following each other in the car. 3 double ladies, 2 double males drive alongside Mayong, patrolling the road through the city at night. Until reaching Tang Kuan Hill, we rode along the road along Tang Kuan Hill, until he found a way up the hill that is on the side of the stairs of the head of the serpent. A male friend parked the car, so we followed him. A male friend said that, "Hey, We haven't been up to Tang Kuan Mountain by this stairs yet. Let's go. Is it good? It's very dark, isn't it? We are women too, dangerous. It's okay. There are 2 of us men. Who dares to do anything? 3 of us women looked at each other. It's like taking an opinion. How about you get up? Huh, it's dark, really. Look, there's a man here. It's okay. I don't really want to go up much. Because just standing at the foot of the mountain I already felt that there is a chill in a way that is not ordinary cold. Plus the smell that wafts to touch that knows. It was said in my mind that the smell of dog poop around here is really strong. But when friends want to try it together we have to take it too. Therefore, we cling together and follow our male friends along the stairs up the hill in the dark. We follow each other until we reach the first mountain peak. Seems to be an open space, looks like the base of some kind of building. We look back, see the fire from the house, and saw the lights from the boats on the lake glittering in the dark and cold on the shoulder of Tang Kuan Mountain. It invites us to enjoy. We sit together and look at the view in the dark like that. My friends said that it's cool and comfortable for the eyes as well. It's nature in the middle of the city that we can really touch. While my friends are enjoying the atmosphere, who has a special touch and the ghost of his twin sister is following him. I heard a voice in my ear loud, as if we heard a voice saying through the headphones, "Be careful." A word that felt very clear. Like what would my twin sister spirit try to tell me? But only heard clearly then after the voice became like a voice that could not be heard. Until I don't know what to warn me to be careful. I turned around to look. Saw the pagodas high and far up into a shadowy shadow. Heard a sound like someone gently knocking on a bell. Dang. 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 I turned to see 2 other girlfriends holding their arms. And whisper, "What are you? What are you looking at?" Because my 2 girlfriends to know that I can touch the soul, seeing my symptoms starting to sit still and trying to open their eyes to catch and feel the mystery. They held my arms tightly. "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what's up? You don't come. I'm afraid. Don't touch anything now. Go back. ... 2 of my girlfriends started yelling. When you see my symptoms, turn to pull the stick. Pull the hand of 2 other male friends, invite each other down the hill. But like a male friend, he wants to know more than fear. So she turned to tell her 2 female friends, "You're calm." The girls could shut their mouths, but crouching behind me. A loud noise like a bell, still ringing, lingering, lingering, lingering. Leave a reasonable distance from each branch. Then I heard a sound like the sound of footsteps walking down, like a cub, cub, cub. Friends heard until he accidentally shouted, "Shit," and then a shadow appeared, looks like the shadow of a tall person. Walking the way down, they all saw each other. Started to feel bad. One person behind me was so scared that he trembled. Because the shadow that was seen was very clear and was walking down towards where my group sat. Quietly the shadow walked by. And when it came near, it stopped motionless. I'm not going to cry anymore. Haha. I'm afraid. The sound of one of my friends began to yell. I told him to be calm. The shadow began to sway like a tree swayed by the wind. Then there were two more shadows following the first shadow until they caught up with each other, making three shadows, so I stood up. The friends stood by. As soon as we stood, the shadow we were seeing disappeared from our eyes. My girlfriend lost her mind. So I screamed and allied my feet running down the stairs. The male friend chased after him because he was afraid that his female friend would fall down the stairs and die. I followed my friend down as usual. These three spirits were quite powerful because they came out to be seen by 5 people. Even my friends who didn't touch anything can still be seen together with me. We came down the stairs with me behind me. The moment of stepping down, the voice of my twin sister's ghost who follows me, then a voice flashed into his head saying, "Behind," so I turned my back to look, see the shadow of a tall figure standing on the ladder. At the end of the ladder, on the first step, in such a way stand with your feet slightly apart, arms apart like a fist. He stood motionless. But I can see that like he was standing and looking at us, and when I turned around to look, I didn't look down. He then jumped up one of the trees and disappeared. Until I could no longer see or touch the boys, who got down to the car and called out. So I walked down to join my friends. Before driving away from there, my friends asked, "Isn't it a ghost?" I can't answer anything other than, but who will it be? That don't know, but had been watching him for quite a long time to have so much prestige that it shows up for people to see like this, because if it's a ghost in general will not be able to show up for people to see at the same time in full view like this. I don't know who to ask from either. I really want to know too. What is that spirit, or who is it? Thank you for listening until the end. If you like it, don't forget to like, share, press subscribe to the channel.